Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime with me, which is a budget-oriented Android device by Samsung, and this is selling for around 9,500 in India. And we'll be doing the benchmarking and also the gaming review in this video. So this is the device, and let me actually give you the configuration using the CPU-Z app. And it sports a quad-core processor that's clocked at 1.2 GHz, but it's based on ARM Cortex A7 architecture. It's a normal 32-bit processor, not a 64-bit, like some other sites are mentioning. And the GPU is the Mali 400 GPU. And out of the box, it comes with Android version 4.4.4. I'll show you the chipset later on, and it comes with 1 gig of RAM. If you move to the sensors, these are the basic sensors that Samsung has provided. It does not even have an LED notification light or an auto brightness sensor. So this is what you get. And actually, I have already run the benchmarks. So let me show you the scores. Let's first fire up Antutu. And on Antutu, as you can see, we get a very respectable score of about 19,000. But let me show you the chipset. The chipset is the Spreadtrum SC8830 chipset. It's not a Qualcomm chipset like some other websites are mentioning. As you can see, it's a quad-core processor again, and the GPU is the Mali 400 GPU, and it's based on the ARM Cortex A7 architecture, which is again 32-bit. So this was Antutu. Let me also show you the quadrant and the Geekbench scores now. And this is the quadrant score. We got a score of 4,121 on quadrant. And I also ran the Geekbench, and here for the single core we got a score of 315, and for multi-core we got a score of 933. So let's do some gaming now, and let me just swipe away any apps if you're running. Let's kill everything, and we'll start with Sonic Dash, and then we'll move to some heavier games. I've already posted the unboxing and my hands-on first impression with this device. A link for that video will be in the YouTube show notes. So this is Sonic Dash. And I would say for the most part, it runs it pretty well. As you can see, it is running this one also pretty well. And as you can see, it is running this game pretty well. I ran it earlier also, and it ran this game pretty well in my opinion. So let's move out of this game and let's move to some other heavier games. Let's try Dead Trigger 2 now. So this is Dead Trigger 2, and if you see some lines, the moray issues, it's not the problem with the device, it's just my camera. It's acting a little bit funny, so please ignore that. So far so good. And it's able to handle this game pretty well. So as you can see, you'll have a good experience playing even mid-level heavy games like Dead Trigger on this Core Prime. It's playing it actually surprisingly well. So let's get out of this one also and move to Asphalt 8 now. So this is Asphalt 8, and if you go to display settings, I'm keeping it to medium. These were the default settings, so we'll play on that. And I'm using the on-screen steering. So let's play a few levels on Asphalt 8 now. So we're going to play this Iceland level, and we'll also try one more level for a couple of minutes. One thing to notice that regarding multi-touch points, it has just 2 multi-touch points. And I'm using the on-screen steering. and it's playing this one actually pretty well. Again, if you see the lines on the screen, don't worry, it's perfect on the device. It's just my camera which is acting a little bit funny. One thing I'm noticing is that sometimes when I hit the boost, it's not reacting instantly. Sometimes I have to tap twice for it to register. Maybe that's just due to the two multi-touch points on this device. And it's been about 11ish minutes since we were gaming, so let's look at the temperatures. And as you can see, it's just around 36.8, the 37 degrees Celsius. And here on the screen, it's again about 36.5ish. Yeah, around 37 near the earpiece, 38 near the earpiece. But still, I would say it's not very hot. Pretty decent. So let's continue. So this is the Tokyo level. And again, as you can see, it is playing well. Again, I noticed that when I was hitting the boost, it did not act instantly. It's happening sometimes. I saw minor lag over there. But again, considering the price of this device, around 9,000 or 9,500, I would say it's doing a pretty decent job in gaming also. So as you can see, it is playing this Asphalt 8 pretty well for the most part, I would say. I noticed minor stuttering at times, a few frame drops, but overall it is very much playable. I didn't expect that this device would play this game this well. Pretty decent, I would say. So let me just get out of this one also, and it's been about 15 minutes since we were gaming. So let's look at the temperatures also. And again, as you can see, it did not become very hot. Just about 38 degrees Celsius, 39 it went. And on the front of the screen, again, around 39 degrees Celsius. So a pretty decent device even for gaming, I would say, but only it has two multi-touch points. Hence, sometimes in Asphalt 8, it was a little bit laggy to touch response. I'll also be testing the camera on this device, and I'll also be posting my full in-depth review for this Galaxy Core Prime very soon. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.